welcome into We Talk Ball. Everybody can hear me?
I
Got
got
it.
you.
All right. Welcome into We Talk Ball. I'm your host, Chris. That is your co-host, Austin. We got a guest, our guy, CFB guy, Adam, host of co-host with SEC, Sweet Tea in the SEC. Also does his own podcast. Adam, it just slipped my
Weekly
mind.
walk on. The weekly walk
Weekly
on.
walk on. Yes, that's right. Weekly walk on. Man, guys, Adam, how you been, brother? We'll let you go first since you ain't been on here in a while.
Hey man, it's day by day without college football right now. It's the days just keep getting longer and slower and less fun.
Shut up, man.
But we're
Man,
we're
you've
past we're
been
past that
sending
halfway
pictures.
point.
You've been sending pictures of you caddying at professional golf tournaments and stuff. Come on, man.
It's not college football though. Yeah, it's fun,
See,
it's cool,
amen.
but it's not
Okay.
college football.
All right, I'll give you that.
Austin texted me probably and said, "What the hell does I can't remember?" It's like, "What the hell
I
does
said,
this
what
do?"
the hell does Adam do to be able to get to do all this awesome stuff that he does? So
Not married and live by myself. Right there's the answer.
That's what I texted him back. I said, "Austin, me and you have kids, and we both have wives, and
well,
he's
my wife is sitting in the room with me right now, so I'm going to say I would not trade that for anything in the world.
And I'll also say New Orleans has a lot of cool things that come here that always
Yeah.
need volunteers. So I mean it was all volunteer stuff, but the
That's
Zurich, I will say the Zurich is not because of what it is as an event, but because the access you have, like it's not a major event when it comes to golf tournaments. So I volunteer there. I caddy at the pro am. The Zurich people, they put however many of their staff in, and they'll write it off, and they'll take their clients and stuff, and they need caddies for the pro am. You're caddying for these amateurs,
right.
and which my guy was extremely good this year, but you're caddying for them, and you get a little bit of money for that, but it's worth it just because it's a cool experience. And then I will be the standard bearer. I walk with the score Thursday, Friday, and then Saturday, Sunday I just get in for free because my credential's still good. So it's a really cool event because there's not very many people that go to that event because it's a lower tier on the PGA Tour, one, and two, it's the same weekend as Jazz Fest in New Orleans.
Oh,
So
that's right.
Jazz Fest gets
Mhm.
100,000 people at it, and the Zurich is, I mean, it has people, but it's not
Yeah.
anything like a major PGA event would get.
Yeah.
So
No.
it's very cool from that standpoint that it's very open. You can go pretty much wherever you want, and players are high fiving people like crazy as they're walking to the next from the green to the next tee box and stuff, just because there's nobody there.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, and I've texted him. There's been plenty of times I've called Adam, and what's so fun is you can call Adam, and at any moment he could be, "Oh, I'm leaving the Saints game as a vendor." I've called him one time. "Oh, I'm putting up what's some things called a bounce house." Da, da, da. You could call him. I'm caddying for Tiger Woods. He's an interesting man. I tell you that much.
It's
Jamal,
it's really not that cool, guys.
Jamal screaming Adam louder than Whitney Houston singing the national anthem in the Super Bowl. I text Jamal and told him because I text him because I hate because that when Pops was like, "Hey, I got something that came up. I can't come on." I was thinking of who to invite, and I was like, "Well, let me go try Jamal because, like I said, you can call Adam. And you never know what he's doing." So, and it's the off season, and Jamal couldn't. So I was like, "Well, let's hope Adam's not rock climbing with Dwayne Johnson or something."
Just a couple side gigs, man. Just trying to retire as early as possible, make a little money on the side. That's all.
Hey,
Nothing
nothing wrong
that cool,
with that.
guys.
That's awesome. That's
All
awesome.
right. So, what we're doing tonight? If you were with us season
didn't-
days.
You didn't ask me how my week's been.
Oh, my bad. Austin, I forget.
Austin,
Adam.
Chris,
Yeah.
Austin, how's your week been? I'll take over host duties.
My week has been awesome. It's been super busy. I work a full-time job, have 4 kids at home, and now I'm actually working on a degree from Ole Miss. Been working on my final project. So I'm working on graduating from college.
How long does the dissertation have to be when you defend that in front of 3 PhDs?
Yeah, I don't know. But
Adam, I'm sure you've seen that this week, haven't you?
Oh, of course, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's people taking shots at Ole Miss, and then Summerall jumps in, and like he I think he was just trying to lighten the mood a little bit, just make fun of it, like, hey, like, we're all basically the same here. We're all trying to get guys into school that can actually get a degree, but more importantly, play football.
Yeah, it was
Advanced basketball even.
I don't understand what Ole Miss did to catch some strays. And Austin, before we move on, did I didn't even know this. So apparently the Sarkisian interview, because people were trying to like put 2 and 2 together. They were like, why is Sarkisian? Is it so they were like, oh well, he's Lane's boy. Come to find out, that interview with Sarkisian, the reporter said, was like 3 or 4 months ago. It just got put out that day.
Really?
So it had nothing to do with Lane. Like, for some reason, Ole Miss is just catching strays left and right. Like, what is going on?
That's funny.
Golly. But anyway, all right. So if you were with us the last couple of years, every year we stole this from like another podcast friend of ours, Gridiron Uncensored. It's a team draft. We do a team draft. We draft teams for the upcoming 2026 season. There's a point system, which I'll show you in a minute, but it's like, points for wins, points for bowl games, points for playoff wins, conference titles, so on and so on and so on. And let's look at last year's results. I don't know if you've seen it yet on, of course, StreamYard wants to stop working, by the way, guys. It will not let me do it. Yeah, this is great. Great podcasting. Nope, that ain't it. This is great.
So I'm going to say this while he's pretending that he's looking for it. He's probably not wanting to put it up because out of the 7 teams that Chris picked last year, he had 0 playoff appearances, 2 sub 500 teams. Yeah, and it was not pretty for him.
Yeah, I can't even so that's not the way it's supposed to work right there.
I mean, it looks fine though. You can see it.
It looks fine, and for the people watching, I'm doing this on my phone, so I apologize if I'm zooming in, like you see my fingers, or if I'm squinting in real close to the camera. So
there we go. Got it fixed.
I'll also, in Chris's defense, he did tweet this out earlier, and I'll also say that my championship pick, I think in late July, early August, I think was Clemson over either Notre Dame or Texas. I don't remember which at this point.
We talked about.
Obviously, I was completely wrong, so I'm not my expectations for how I'll do on this are extremely low.
No, when he had Penn State, Texas, Notre Dame, he was picked as the preseason favorite to win this thing.
Everybody said I won the draft, and I've got some numbers. Like, obviously, so our guy Jake, Red Zone College Football, they do a podcast, do a great job. We had him on as a guest. This was before we had a team of people here, and my God, he had 1, 2, 3, 4 playoff teams, and multiple of them won games. Alabama won a playoff game. Miami won 4 of them, I think. Ole Miss won 1. Won 2 of them. And
who did Ole Miss beat? I'm asking both of y'all. I can't remember who they beat.
Oh, our Mr. Interesting
exactly
guy was at that game. Yeah, he was at that game, Mr. Interesting, who don't just a regular guy. That's another thing. He was at the freaking Sugar Bowl. Yeah.
But anyhow,
I was high-fiving Chambliss after the game.
This is why I wanted Jamal to come on, because it's just you two teaming up on me. No. And then Austin, man, you had a good team. It's just speaking of Georgia, you had none that won. Did you have any that win a playoff game? Oregon.
Oregon won one.
Yeah, and then I mean Georgia let you down. Texas Tech let you down. I mean you got a conference title out of those though.
And Clemson.
And Clemson.
Because we had Clemson Final Four in preseason.
And then I had by far the worst. I had 0 playoff teams. If I would have told y'all in 2025, I already know the answer, but I had Penn State, Texas, and Notre Dame, and I'd have no playoff points. What would y'all have said?
The craziest thing to me, like Chris, and this isn't like trying to be funny, like because everybody picked your top 3 teams to go far. I thought Louisville was a sleeper. Utah was kind of in the mix. The crazy thing is, out of these 21 picks, nobody has Indiana at all.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody brought that up on Twitter.
Yeah.
Not a single person picked Indiana. Do y'all think? We'll say this and then we'll move on. But do you think we'll have 28 teams drafted, so there's 7. Surely somebody's going to pick a national championship tonight, a national champion.
I was gonna say, does Indiana get picked tonight?
I'm not giving away my strategy. Nah, you ain't getting me. No,
I've done no prep, and
yeah,
I can't see anything right now. Do any research while you guys pick. So I'm just flying off the cuff right now.
Chris, I don't think anybody would steal your strategy, man.
That's very fair.
I think you could publish it, put it out there, put it in Sports Illustrated, and I don't think anybody would read it.
Instead of the Sports Illustrated cover curse, it's going to be the Chris curse.
Jamal, see what happens when you say no.
Thank you, Jamal.
You're gonna see what happens October 31st when you say no.
All right, this is just the Kevin Hart roast, but it's for Chris. All right, we're gonna determine the draft order right now. We all gotta hope. So if you've watched Jamal's show on the Athletes Forum podcast, he has struggled with the wheel. He does a segment. It's the wheel. It's all 25 college football teams, and it picks a team, and he previews that team for the upcoming season. And it's been a disaster some weeks for him. So I hope this don't go bad for us. So we're gonna do this.
Jamal, jump in the comments. Do you get to predetermine what the wheel picks? Is Chris trying to snob us here?
I don't know. I've been meaning to actually ask him that because it'll land on a team and then like he just starts talking about him. I'm like,
starts talking, yeah.
Like, what is he like studying all 25 teams before the show? I don't know, but anyway, all right. Let's see who's got the first pick.
Chris, I do appreciate you putting me on blue. It's not really Kentucky blue, but it's still blue.
Let's go.
Jesus Christ.
Let's go.
That's
Jesus
fine.
Christ. All right. Austin's got the first pick. It's between me and Adam now on 2 or 3.
I hope it's you, Chris, because I want to keep setting the bar low.
Oh, my.
Yeah, but that means you get 2 back-to-back picks. So at 3 and 4. So that's not terrible.
So we're doing snake? Is snake like fantasy?
Snake.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, Austin. You got the first pick of the 2026 college team draft.
All right. I'm going to take – could be prefix will here. All right. I'm going to take my 2026 national champion in the Notre Dame Fighting Irish.
I knew you were going to go there.
I'll be honest. I didn't think they would get taken in the first round. I thought they would be picked 4 through 6 somewhere. I was hoping to get them in the round 2.
I think they win the national championship next year.
He said it in our previous show. He's picking Notre Dame to win the national champion. So I had an inkling that's where he was headed. I mean, I love it though because me and Austin, Adam, I know you're a celebrity and you're busy, but so I don't know how much you've been able to watch us small people, but If you've watched us, we've been extremely high on Notre Dame. I love it because I love CJ Carr. I love the receivers. I know they lose the running backs, and Jeremiah Love's going to be a massive loss. I do like the running backs they have, though.
Yeah.
And then that defense. My only concern is because I picked them last year. And I think, well, it didn't happen last year because they lost to two really good teams. But Marcus Freeman, as much as I love him, I think he's a top 6 coach in college football. He does tend to have some whoop-de-doos in the beginning and has to kind of climb his way out of it. And that scares me. But that schedule, oh my God, it's so easy.
That's why I would have taken them. They're talented, and people hate on Notre Dame because they're Notre Dame, but they were very talented last year. They just lost to Miami and they lost to A&M, who both were very good teams. And
I combined 4 points.
They're in that same situation this year. They win one of those games they're in easily, and I think they how things shake out, like they just barely missed. They were the first team out. They could still lose to Miami and BYU and still get in this year. It just depends on what else happens.
Well, I'd love to hear your opinion on this, Adam, but I've said in a previous show that last year's coaching job by Marcus Freeman was the best coaching job in the country. For you to take your team to start 0-2, knowing you're fighting against the grain the rest of the season, and then roll off 10 straight after that start. I just think that was, to keep the boys in it and not give up on them. I just think it was the greatest coaching job in the country. I think they build off of that. I'm with you. Jeremiah Love is a huge loss, and it may. I tend to lean that losing just a running back out of that offense isn't going to affect it that bad, but I also didn't think Arizona State losing Scadaboo was going to be that big a deal, and it was. So I may be eating crow at the end of next year, but I've made my bed, so I'm going to lay in it.
But two thoughts here. Freeman's a great coach. I need a lot more time to think about if he did the greatest job last year. He did a great job. And two, hindsight, Chris and I talked about this. I think Scadaboo covered. We talked about in the middle of last season, once it kind of became more evident. Scadaboo covered up a lot of deficiencies that Arizona State had 2 years ago, and nobody expected them to be a top tier team either. So I think that I don't see them. I don't see Notre Dame losing Love and falling back like Arizona State did. They're still very talented. So I'm not gonna lie. I was hoping I could steal them in the second round. I'll say that.
All right, Adam. Let's go to your pick. Number 2 pick.
I'm very torn between two different teams. And unfortunately, neither of them are Kentucky. Go Cats. There's a huge game week 2, and the winner of that game, I think, is the leading candidate to be the national champion. And I grew up in Ohio. I'm going to have to homer this one. Just kidding, Chris. I'm going to go with Texas because they're at home, and I think they finally have enough talent around Arch this year. Arch was not the issue last year.
I absolutely love it. I'm buying the Texas hype, and I did not expect you to go there. At first, you know what my first thought was, Austin? I don't know if you had that same thought. I was thinking Ole Miss LSU.
Oh.
I was like, no way he's fixing to go Ole Miss this early, or LSU.
No.
I was like, holy God. But then when he said the other stuff, I was like, oh,
yeah.
I was like, he's going to Ohio State. He's going to Ohio State.
I
I
mean, if it's not Kentucky, I hope Kentucky wins. I hope we're all wrong because none of us are going to pick them. Although I think Will Stein's going to be a huge improvement. I think 7-8 wins could be legitimate in Lexington this year. But if it's not going to be Kentucky, I hope it's Ohio State. But I don't, I don't know. They have a very tough schedule, and I'm not going to be as tough as Ohio State's schedule is this year, I wouldn't be surprised if they lose 3 games and somehow don't make the playoff.
That's one of my bold predictions. What I love about the Texas pick, I'm buying into Texas. I usually don't. I usually tell people to be not buy into them. We had our post spring top 25. I had them at number 4. I'm all in on Texas because I do think, as concerned as I was about the offensive line, I was actually reading something earlier today. I didn't realize how much that offensive line actually improved in the second half of the season. I think Arch Manning went from being sacked the most in college football the first half to like the last 6 weeks. He only got sacked like 6 times or 7 times or something like that. Yeah. And it improved. And as Adam said, me and you've said this, Austin, 1,000 times on this show, it's not even worth repeating, but it was not on Art. If you go back and watch that Georgia game, I think his receivers dropped like 40 balls. And then he was constantly sacked by the team who was like by far one of the worst pass rushing teams in college football in the Georgia Bulldogs. I mean, it made us look like we were 2021 again. So I love the pick.
I saw somewhere, and I didn't check the accuracy of it. He had the most drop balls in the P4 last year.
Yeah, he did. No, you're right. I seen that same thing. All right, boys. I'm excited because I did not think I was being 3. This is why I was mad about being 3, because Austin did something wrong to me last year, guys. And it really pissed me off. It really pissed me off. And I'm not going to let him do that this year, baby. Give me them damn dogs at 3, because last year Austin sniped them from me. And he didn't do it because he liked Georgia. He didn't do it because he thought Georgia was going to do this and do that and do that. He did it strictly because he wanted to take them from me. And I'm not letting him that happen this year. I'm taking the Georgia Bulldogs. I think this team is really good. You know Georgia fans are really upset with how last year ended and how the season in general went, which is ridiculous. 12 wins, SEC championship, going to the playoffs. The reason why I didn't get as upset is because going into that year, I honestly expected that was going to be one of the rare years that Kirby was going to be 9-3. Like, it was going to be a really down year for Georgia. Kirby mentioned preseason that Georgia had like 53% freshmen and sophomores, one of the youngest teams he had in the country. This year, if you go look up the numbers, they actually have now one of the most experienced teams in the country. And Kirby with an experienced roster, I like it. Quarterback back, running backs back. Little question mark on the O-line. Got some guys missing, but that should be a good O-line. Wide receivers a question mark. Defense is loaded again. So, yeah. And I think 2 times you won SEC championships back-to-back, I'm guaranteed at least 10 wins, I would imagine. So that gets me 10 points right there. So, yeah, I'm taking the dogs. And Austin can't take them from me.
Yeah, I was probably going to take them next just to take them from you if you didn't take them in the first round. Makes you pretty happy to get them, doesn't it?
It does.
Well, I can't leave you happy. Just remember, every team you picked last year did make the playoffs. So I appreciate you picking Georgia this year. And
Chris, also, I've been to the Sugar Bowl on the sidelines the last 2 years. Do you know who lost in the Sugar Bowl and ended their season out of the playoffs the last 2 years?
What you just told me is you're not allowed to go anymore.
I mean, your opinion is not going to stop me.
Oh man, I know, but I get another pick.
You get another pick.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, first is great, but in this new format, I almost feel like third is the best. Like,
I think second might be the worst.
In the new college football, like, where there is some parity at the top. Let's be honest. If you say there's not, you're lying. That third pick might be the best spot with the back-to-backs.
I kind of like it. I have some options.
Yeah.
I have some options. And I'm going to pick my national champion. As of
You didn't pick your national champion with the first pick?
Nope.
I didn't. Now, this is subject to change. We said this post-spring show. These were all post-spring national champions. I can change my mind in the fall. Give me. I'm kind of scared, Austin. I don't know. I need playoff victories, and both teams I'm about to pick do not have playoff victories.
I got 2 sitting here, so I'm good either way you go.
Oh, my God. I'm going Oregon Ducks, baby. That's my national championship as of right now, subject to change. Yeah, I like the Ducks. I think they're similar to Georgia. They have a lot of experience back. I'm not the biggest Dante Moore fan. I know everybody is. I'm not. But I do like that. I do like the receivers. I think other than Ohio State, they're number 2 in the country. You could probably fight with Texas on that, but they're 2 or 3. And I think the defense is going to be top 5 in the country. The O-line scares me with what they've lost and how they looked in the spring game. I don't want to take too much from the spring game. Really, really love Oregon. Austin, what did you think?
Yeah, no, I knew that's where you were going. Because I had them wrote down up here. We were like, where'd Adam go? Did he just
I had to get scrap paper
so you can remember?
I thought you guys were going to put a graphic up and say who's been picked. So I've got a scrap paper and pen.
That's what I'm doing.
Well, I don't have that. I don't have that. So when we get down to the bottom, I might be asking who's left. But
I was about to start asking who's left now. So
yeah, dude, wait till it gets to the bottom. It gets real hard.
Oh, it gets rough at the bottom. But all right, who's got it next?
Adam.
Oh, Adam, yeah.
All right, so it's Notre Dame, Texas, Georgia, and Oregon are off the board, right?
Yep.
You didn't take either of the 2 I wanted.
I know who you're about to take. I already know.
Mm-hmm.
Damn it.
Man, there's 2 that I really want, and they played each other in the playoff last year.
Did they play in a national championship last year?
They did not play each other in the national championship last year.
Oh, all right.
I'm going to go Ohio State.
I knew it. I knew it.
Again, I said earlier, I don't even know if they're going to Texas and Ohio State both have tough schedules. I might be the Chris of this year. I might pull a Chris. We're going to start pulling a Chris. Because they both have tough schedules, but they both are so talented, you know?
Yeah.
It's hard to not pick them.
You do get more points for bowl wins, and I think both of those teams, with the talent they have, could have multiple bowl wins. Bowl wins, playoff wins.
Yeah, I was going to say what?
Sorry. But I do think both of those teams could make a run in the playoffs as long as you don't get stuck with them playing each other in the first round or something. But yeah,
I'm also kind of tired of, because I do it. I did it 2 years ago. I think I can't remember when. The national championship years when I did it. And to be fair to me, up until the playoffs, I don't think they were playing that great of football. I know they only lost 2 games, but they lost to Michigan at the end. But the year they won the national championship preseason, I had said I think that was the year that Ohio State was going to go 9-3, miss the playoffs, and it didn't happen. And I'm kind of feeling that way this year, like Adam is. Like I kind of feel like that guy. This is the hardest schedule I think Ohio State's had since I don't know. I can't remember a harder schedule that Ohio State's had.
Two years ago when they won the national championship was a tough schedule because they got all the all the teams that made the playoffs. Ohio State was the only one that played them.
That's right. Yeah. And that's probably why I had them going 9-3. I thought.
Yeah, it might have been. I can't think of who they played non-conference, and maybe they didn't play a tough non-conference game, but they typically do. This past year it was supposed to be, I think, Washington, but since they joined the Big Ten, Ohio State was left looking for somebody late, and Ohio State did have a soft schedule last year. And I think that is part of the reason why they struggled when they faced Indiana and Miami, because their offensive line just was not up to the task to face that talent on the defense in the trenches. And
yeah,
maybe the tougher schedule this year gets them more ready. Maybe they just don't make the playoff. It's going to be hit or miss. They're very talented, though. On paper, they're very talented.
Yeah, always, yeah.
I keep thinking to myself, just because of how they've been the last couple of years, like the defense is going to be fine, right?
Mm-hmm.
But they should be. They'll have to reload, but they should be.
They still have a lot of holes to fill on that defense.
Yeah.
They do.
It's a
And the
lot to
offensive
rebuild
line
on
didn't.
defense.
The offensive line too.
But it really feels like the defense is going to be fine. Best wide receiver room, I don't know if I'd say arguably in the country. A lot of this is going to come down to running the ball and Julian Sand.
Yeah.
And,
Austin?
how he prepares.
Sorry, my bad. I didn't mean to.
No, come on.
Austin? Yeah, I think you're right. This is having the first pick sucks, but you do get the next two. So.
Now I get the next two.
I think having number 2 being in the middle is the worst.
I don't know because we've the championship contenders the teams I think can win the national championship is pretty slim pickings right now. I don't want to give nothing away. No, screw that. Austin, you pick.
Why is it slim pickings, Chris? Tell us your thoughts.
Nope. New.
So we can do what you tell us not to do.
You know, screw
you know, golly, why is it already getting hard? All right, I'm gonna go with a team that just has to be good this year. They made me look like a genius last year.
Son of a bitch.
So and they look better on paper this year. So give me the Hurricanes.
That's what I was torn between, either Ohio State or Miami.
Yeah, I called Miami being good last year. Now, I did not call them playing for a national championship. But like I said, they got to where they did, and this year they look even better on paper. So they got to be good for a couple, right?
I was dying to get them. I almost took them at my number 2 pick.
I did too.
I almost took them because we just did our post spring, and Austin, I'm already thinking about moving up Miami to like 3 for the fall. But anyway, I love that pick. I think Miami's legit. I think the quarterback's going to be better than Beck, obviously. All right, I'm not trying to make us go fast, but like if we don't,
I know
it will be at like 2 hours. Who goes next? Is it Adam?
It's me again.
Awesome.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's you again.
You know, just for lack of going fast, since you're rushing me now, and I don't have.
No, I'm not rushing you. No.
Give me the defending national champions.
Golly, man. Indiana.
That's a scary pick for me. You know, we talked about at the beginning of the show last year. Nobody picked them. And they didn't slide under the radar. They kicked the radar through the front door, and you know, won a, I don't want to say easy, but a demanding national champion. But anyhow, a lot of turnover, so I'm a little worried about that. But it's kind of hard to bet against them right now.
No, I like it. I'm a big Hoover fan. Jamal's got me in on him, so I like. And plus, you just got to trust Kurt Signetti at this point. But it will be interesting. He's not going to have the experienced roster he had last year. For some reason, Indiana fans get real mad when you said that. That's not me thinking they're going to go back to being 2-10. I think as long as Signetti's there, they're going to be a playoff contending team every single year. So I love it.
I 100% agree with that. Maybe not national championship contending team,
right?
But outside of Saban, who in the last 25 years has been that year in and year out, they will be a playoff contending team year in and year out. And that's like a basketball coach contending for the Final Four. Like I think if you make the playoffs, that's a huge thing, you know. So
Jamal says Big Ten fans are soft. Yes, and he said clip that after.
Hey,
Adam's a Big Ten guy.
Get yourself canceled.
I'm all day UK, baby. I'm all day UK.
That's right. Yeah. UK and then Ohio State.
I'm. You know what? I am college football, all encompassing college. I just want good games. I want amazing everything. You know, like, do I want my teams to win? Of course I do. But at the end of the day, sometimes, and maybe it's because I'm a UK alum and they've had some bad years. At the end of the day, I want good games. I want drama at the end of games.
That's just something somebody with a shitty team says.
That's fair.
I'm kidding, dude. Me and Chris both are Kentucky fans, so I say that jokingly.
It's fair. And growing up in Ohio and watching in the 90s, Ohio State continually losing to Michigan, maybe that's fair. I don't know.
Dude, people think being a Bama fan has been a a joy our whole life, but like the mid 90s, late 90s, dude, there was a time we were suspended. We were on suspension and couldn't even be on TV.
No, you're right.
I remember that.
Yeah,
I remember that.
It was not always.
Didn't they have 3 head coaches from like 97 to and between 97 and them hiring Saban or something?
Yeah, one that got with a prostitute, I think, or
Price,
a stripper.
Mike Price.
It was a stripper.
Same thing. Anyway.
All right. So back on track, family friendly here.
Who goes next, Adam?
Adam goes next.
All right.
We don't have anybody from the Big 12 yet. So I'm going to go Texas Tech. I know they're down, more than likely going to be down Sorsby. I don't know how he comes back. But that oil money has bought a pretty good roster. So I'm going to go Texas Tech.
I don't hate it. I honestly thought they were going to be available in the later rounds. I was going to try. That was a team I wanted to snatch up. I think, losing, we've talked about it on our show. We dropped them tremendously in our post-spring. But you could make an argument they're still the most talented team in the Big 12, even without Sorsby. And, the defense ain't going to be like it was last year, but still going to be a good defense in Big 12 terms. So I love that pick.
Yep, I do too.
God, I didn't think you were going to go there. So oh, Lord, I'm getting scared. This is when I nut up and mess up. Take teams I shouldn't take chances. I don't think I'm taking a chance with this team. Adam may. I have a feeling Adam will like this pick. I don't understand why people are not. I don't know if I want to take this team. Yeah, I do. I don't understand why people are so down on them just because a certain coach that left because basket weaving or whatever. And I'm going Ole Miss. Give me Ole Miss. Guys that take basket weaving, I think you want dudes that are not spending time worrying about whatever you do in college, but just strictly focus on basket weaving and football. And I think Trinidad Chambliss, for some reason, Ole Miss is not getting a lot of love because Lane left. And look, I'm a big Lane stan. I think Lane's a phenomenal coach. I think he's a crappy person, but I think he's a phenomenal coach. I think he's a great offensive mind. But guys, I think Trinidad Chambliss is like the second best quarterback in the SEC, maybe the best. And
he's a difference maker for sure.
Yes, he's a difference maker. And I watched what he did to Georgia. It was some Johnny Manziel Houdini shit. And I was impressed with him all season long. And yes, Lane Kiffin is a top 5 play caller. As I said last week on our show, he's not the only good play caller, guys. Like their offense corner they hired from East Carolina, he ran the Ole Miss system. He's a great play caller. East Carolina had a great offense. So yeah, I'm taking Ole Miss. Damn, I got another.
You get another.
I know Austin. I know you like it. Adam, are you down with the Ole Miss?
I think at 9 is a good spot at 9. You have some question marks with a first-time head coach going into a full season, but he did pretty damn good in the playoffs when he was interim / full-time. I don't remember exactly when they named him, but he did a great job in the playoffs. And again, I said it earlier, Trinidad Chambliss is a difference maker. I said it last year on Sweet Tea in the SEC all the time. Like he is he's going to win some games when the rest of the team plays like crap, or when the defense doesn't show up, or when the running game's not there. He will win 1 or 2 games, similar to Cam Newton or Vince Young did in previous years.
I am going to go the next pick. Oh my God. There's 2 teams I really want that I don't think I'm going to get them by the time my next go around comes. But I'm going to skip them and not do this. I'm going to go with who I think's – oh, God, dog it. Who I think is going to win the Big 12 since Sorsby's gone. Give me them BYU Cougars, baby. Yep. That is because currently right now that is my Big 12 champ. I'm taking BYU. I think they're gonna do great. I think their coach. We talked about it on our coaches ranking show. I think he's one of the more underrated coaches in the country. I think if he would have took that Penn State job, I think he would have killed it there. I love that team. They were very young last year. They should not have done what they did last year. Nobody expected that because of what they – I thought we talked about the best coaching jobs earlier with Marcus Freeman. I thought the coaching job he did was absolutely phenomenal. So, yeah.
You have a great argument there.
Yeah, I'm going BYU, man.
I had them on my QE. I had them in the queue.
Yeah, I got some other teams that I think could be a national championship contender that I'm leaving out there. But anyway, who goes next? Are you also?
No, I
It's
think
me.
it's Adam.
Oh, it's Adam. That's right. It goes back. Yeah.
It's starting to get hard now.
It's getting hard.
I got 3 teams. I don't have a lot of confidence in any of them, but I think they all could be there if things go right. And since Austin's next, just to kind of piss him off, I'm going to go ahead and take Bama.
Roll Tide.
I will never say that, but I took Bama.
I wasn't going to take him no ways. I didn't want him.
Wow. So hey, if you would have said this 5 years ago that Alabama went this far down in the draft, what would your reaction have been? I'm pretty shocked now seeing it.
I honestly just thought of them as the Ole Miss pick was being made. I was like, oh crap, they haven't been picked yet. I don't know if they're going to make the playoff or not. They have tons of talent, but the Saban factor set the expectations there so high. The Bama fans are not very happy with what's happened the last couple of years, but they're still going to have a good season. Will it be great? Will it be playoff great? I don't know, but they still have talent there. And then they got your boy at quarterback that you were glamoring all over on last week's show.
No, I like it. I like the pick. Now that we talked about it like you said, last week on the show, Russell. I think if he's who I think he is, I think the ceiling has been raised, and you could see 11-1. So I like it. And Austin will get to take him. He can lie all he wants, but I
hate preseason polls. I hate this is fun to do, but like all these preseason polls, post spring polls to me are silly. This is fun to do because it's competitive, and I'm a very competitive person. But nobody really knows at this point, No. So I honestly have no idea. Of course, Bama's going to be a top 25 team. Are they going to be top 5? Are they going to be top 10? Are they going to be top 15? There's question marks in there, just like there is with everybody now, and that's becoming more of college football with this transfer portal. It's kind of leveling things out and making more legitimate contenders.
Shit. It's you, then Adam again, ain't it?
No, it's
Austin.
It's me times. Twice, then Adam again.
Austin 2 times.
All right. Go, Austin.
All right. I'm taking Bama. Oh, wait. Sorry, I got to erase that. Hold on.
Shit.
All right. Let me see if I can do this in my best Coach O voice. Go Tigers!
God, Tiger. Oh. That was a team I had written down. I wanted to take them last round.
If we're gonna, jump on the Ole Miss, Bama, that caliber. Ole Miss could. I swear, Ole Miss, Bama, LSU are 3 teams that could make a national championship run, or not even be ranked at the end of the season. And I don't think I'd be surprised at either one of them.
I think what you took in LSU is a high risk, high reward.
I agree.
And that's one of the reasons I bypassed them, because I feel like when we pulled up that graphic of what I did last year, I took quite a few high risk, high rewards, and I did not get any rewards. And that was the reason I passed on. That's who I was going to pick when I made the BYU pick. I was struggling with them too. And I went with BYU because I felt like that was a more guaranteed reward thing. And I told myself this year, Chris, you're not doing the risk reward or the high risk, high reward teams this year. But I really wanted them. I thought I could get them in there. I had a feeling I wasn't going to, but I love it because I think the ceiling I do think the ceiling's national championship. I think they could, but I also think the floor is 7-6, 8-4.
Absolutely. I agree.
Adam, you're in Louisiana. What you think? You're around the Tigers.
Roll wave is what I think about that.
Go Tulane, baby. Still waiting on my Tulane shirt. I'm just kidding.
I got sitting there. I haven't sent anything. I got so many of these shirts to send out. The weekly
I need
welcome
another one of those
podcast.
too.
I got so many of those shirts to send out.
I need another one of those too. Austin, you get another one, don't you? Shit.
Come here. Hey, come here. Come.
Austin gets another one.
Come here. Come here.
Man,
It's slim pickings.
what
I did
round
a
is
big-
what round are we starting here? Is this 5
1,
or
2,
6?
3, 4. I think this is 5.
Dang.
Yeah, my big board's wiped. I'm scared now because I don't have any more teams written. I do, but not teams I want to pick right now.
I'm gonna have to go another risk reward team.
Huh, you're doing the Chris strategy.
I am, and it may bite me.
I don't know. You got 3 legit national champions. You can. Well, I thought that too.
Give me Michigan.
Mm.
Oh.
I think that's.
Okay.
I had him. I had him on my board. I
Okay.
had him. Don't you do that shit? Don't bring
Now,
up Miami.
now I gotta make Michigan my Miami of last year. Let me start doing my research.
No, if you would have before the spring game, I would have loved this pick because I thought I know what you're gonna say. I know what you're gonna say. Spring game. I'm gonna say it again. It's had nothing to do with the stats of Bryce Underwood. His footwork and mechanics look the same as it did last year, which kind of concerns me. But I do agree with you though. The ceiling with Beck as OC, who I love, and Bryce Underwood, if he can reach his potential, I do think it's a playoff team.
He's been there. He was on campus for 2 months
I know. I got you.
before then. So I'm not going with that. Look, I said it was risk reward. I'm not saying they're going to be, but I think I'm Beck with Underwood. I don't know. It could happen.
I don't think that's a terrible pick for the overall thing. I just think he could have gotten him a round or 2 later.
I don't see nobody else I want.
I think you could have gotten him a little later.
I think you could have got him. Yeah.
Y'all destroyed the Big 12 for me.
Yeah, we did. Adam, you go.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Clemson.
Oh,
I think the
Miss
ACC
me with the Michigan pick, man. Come on. They're not gonna have a head coach by week 4 or 5.
we're clipping this.
Clemson, the ACC, the Big Ten is way better than the ACC.
I agree. with
That's why I think Michigan will have a tougher time getting the playoff than Clemson.
But we made that mistake last year, Austin. You did, remember?
Yep.
You picked Clemson.
Yeah, no, I mean, I thought Clemson was winning the national championship last year, so
We all did.
yeah.
I'm thrilled right now because I love you guys. I love Austin. I love Adam. These are my boys.
Did we miss somebody?
I think you two made bad picks. I'll be straight up. I love you guys. Say that with all due respect. And listen, it's coming from the guy that finished last year. I know. Blah blah blah. I think I have one more. The way I did my big board is I had a champion. I had contenders draft. I had a contenders, and they're all gone but one team. And then I had my sleepers in the Big 12. I had my Big 12 people. I had my sleepers. I had my G6. That's how my big board went. And but I think y'all missing one contender that can win the national championship this year, and that is Boomer Sooner, baby. Give me them Oklahoma Sooners.
That doesn't scare me.
All right, that's it's fair. It's fair. I get it. I was down on Oklahoma too, but I really like that offensive line right now. I'm pretty high on it. I love that defense. I think Brent Venables is gonna be another great defensive year. I think Mateer's gotten a little bit better. I think his hand now being healthy. And I think they're a team that could to get in the playoffs and win a couple of games. I don't know that I'm ready to say national champion. I mean, I could see it. But they were far down my list. I think I had them like 10 or 11 or something, whatever. But yeah, I'm gonna go Oklahoma, baby. Boomer Sooner.
Are you still going to be saying that in that week 2?
Oh shit, they do play Michigan and Georgia.
That's a good late pick. Honestly, I just made my board once we started this show, so I didn't have a whole lot going on here since I was a late addition. But that was one I missed out on, and don't have anything else to look things up on since I'm on my phone, and that's my only smart device right now.
I'm thrilled right now because I think I'm going to eliminate the Big 12 for us because I'm going to take the team that I think could win the Big 12 also. Houston Cougars.
I almost took them last round, and I said they'll be there. I said they'll be there when it gets back around. That's the first pick that kicked me in the nuts right there.
Our guy Adam knows the man. I think Willie Fritz is a great coach. I think he's one of the better coaches in college football. I think if you put Willie Fritz at Bama, Georgia, whatever, I think he would do phenomenal. He's very similar to. I think he's Kurt Signetti that just hasn't gotten that chance yet. I think he's a guy. If he would have went somewhere big, he would win national championships. I really believe that. And they won 10 games last year. They weren't supposed to. They got Connor Rigman back. I think they got some pieces back. Yeah, I am a little worried because if you go back and look at a lot of their games, I think there was a lot of luck into it. There were some ball bounces the right way. But I think Willie Fritz is just a phenomenal damn coach. And I think it's between Houston, Texas Tech, and BYU to win the Big 12. So I snatched BYU, who's a contender for the league, and Houston. I'm pretty happy with that.
Yeah, you should be.
Adam.
All right. At 17, at 17, I absolutely hate this pick because they underwhelm every single year. But this past year, they did make the playoffs, and they got some talent coming back, and they got a lot of money. I'm going A&M.
Holy shit! Why are they not on my board?
How did you guys pick Houston, OU, and Michigan above A&M?
Because I think they're going to win more ball games than A&M.
No, listen. To be fair, Adam, I don't think I sent you this clip. I need to send it, by the way, for the Instagram page. Me and him are really down on A&M. I'm pretty down. But I would have picked him over Houston. I think I would have picked him over Houston if I remembered. I completely forgot. For some reason, they're not on my big board.
We can go back. We can go back, and you can do it.
No, yeah.
And then I can take Houston.
No. Yeah, Austin's really down. I think Texas A&M for the future is going to be great. Mike Elko is he's a great coach too. I think he's going to win a national championship. I just don't like Marcel Reed. I thought the way the season ended, Texas game he looked bad, Miami game he looked bad. There's a stat out there. I don't have it. We talked about it on previous shows, but when he went up against better competition, the numbers wasn't good.
Yep.
But
I agree. But at 17,
yeah, at 17, it's great. It's great. I love it. Austin don't, but I love it. I love it at 17. And I'm kind of mad I didn't take that. I can't believe I missed that. I would have took them if I would have remembered they were still on the damn board. Austin.
Yeah. I'm just trying to do some flipping here. What we got? 2 more picks?
Yeah, I'm at 6 picks. Adam's at 6 picks, and you're at 5. So, yeah.
So, I'm about to give you my last 2.
Yep, your last 2's right now. Perfect timing.
All right. At number 6. Dude, I'm going all risk reward this year. I'm probably going to be.
Knowing my luck, you'll be a genius. While I looked like a damn idiot last year.
Give me John Summerall.
You dirty.
Give me the Gators.
How many minutes are we in? You dirty bastard.
Give me the Gators.
I hope he does well, but man,
Adam's not in the Florida love for us like us. He loves John Summerall.
Like right now, there's better picks.
I wanted to take Florida, but again, look, we talked about this last year. I decided very strongly I was not going to do many high risk, high reward teams. I want to do one at the very end, and I thought it was going to be Florida. I thought I could nab them. But I also, if you notice, I'm trying to avoid teams I picked last year. because I don't want to live that again. I'm too competitive. I'm good. It's Jamal. I knew he was coming. Jamal, Gold Jacket pick, our Gator fan. All right, Adam. Austin. This
Austin again. Yeah, it's Austin again.
your final pick for a team that you feel like. We'll talk about it real quick at the end, but go ahead. You look down. You have a great team.
I know. I'm struggling right now.
I mean, mine's better, but you have a great team. And I agree with Jamal. This year,
So, part of me right now is thinking like, who could make a playoff? But it almost feels like the playoff contenders are shot. Could go G5.
nobody's picked one yet.
I know, but they're could win a conference champion, but you're not going to get a playoff win. I think I am going to go and just try to pick up as many wins as I can with the final pick. And who knows, could make a run. We talked about this conference not being very good. So give me SMU.
I like it. I like it. I think
they're guaranteed for some wins. They have a chance to win the ACC, and then if they get in, that maybe they play a G5 team in the playoffs and they get a playoff win. So I'm playing strategy here. I'm going for points.
No, I like it. Me and you. I don't know how Adam feels. We like Rhett Lashley, despite his horrible playoff takes. But we do like SMU this year. We think SMU. I think me and you both have agreed that SMU's a ACC championship contender. And one day they'll get into the 136 team playoff when that comes. Adam, what'd you think?
I like them as well. I like Lashley a lot. For me having the next pick, that's not where I would have gone. They were kind of a team I was thinking about. I'm stuck between two different ones. Remind me of the scoring real quick before I make my next pick.
I'll give it to you right now. It is. I'm stalling real quick. It is 1 point per win, 2 points bowl wins. Now, playoff bowl games is not 2 points. Just regular bowl game. So 1 point per win, 2 points for a bowl win, 3 points conference titles for you to win a conference championship, 4 points per playoff win, and 6 points if you win the Natty.
All right. I think this is going to be one of the better teams in the group of 5. Dan Mullen's a great coach. He's doing good things at UNLV. I think they have a great chance to win the conference and maybe a bowl game. If they don't make the playoffs, I'm going to go UNLV.
I love that pick.
I love it.
They were on my radar.
Yeah, that's why I was ripping my big board. You can't see it, but I had the G6 right here, and UNLV was on it. That was going to be my. If I was going to make a G6 pick, it was going to be mine. All right, wow. I get the last 2 picks. I feel pretty good. I'm kind of scared right now, though. I got 3 teams I really want to take. One of them I really don't want to take, but I feel like I have to because I cannot believe if we throw out this graphic and this team isn't on there, I think we're going to get some pushback. I think you two don't think this, but I think we'll get some pushback. Am I going to trust him, though? God dang it. Am I going to trust him?
I think I know who you're talking about.
I know exactly who he's
That's
talking about.
how I felt with my.
I was just a little Big Ten heavy, so I didn't want to.
Going back to Cali. Give me the USC Trojans.
That's who I was debating against, USC or UNLV. And I felt I had a better chance to get a conference championship with UNLV. So
you're
I think
right.
Either of them will win a game in the playoffs.
You're absolutely right. I'm only taking them because I just think value at that late with the team. It hits.
There's definitely value there.
It could be big. Yep. You know what? I said I wasn't going to do high risk, high reward, but I feel like I can take a chance now at the very last. Wait, is this my last pick? 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. You just took USC, so you got one more pick.
Guys, I'm counting 7 teams for me.
Yeah, I think you're done.
I'm done.
Actually,
Damn it.
Actually, yeah, you are, because yeah.
Who were you going to try to grab?
Oklahoma State, baby.
I was waiting on that one.
I wasn't doing it this year. But it was the last pick. I thought in my mind, I was like, oh, I get 2 more. So I'm going to take USC with a great value pick. And I'm just going to throw away my last pick and get Oklahoma State because everybody on this show, if you've watched it, knows I love Oklahoma State this year. I love the Eric Morris hire. I get it, 1-11, but you can't go worse than one. Well, you can, but you typically don't. You're not going to go worse than 1-11. It's only going to get better. And I feel like I could have took a chance, but I forgot. No, that's my last pick. But I like my team. All right, we're at an hour, so we're not going to spend long on this real quick. Austin, how do you feel about your team?
I'm all right. I just need one of my high risk, high reward teams to hit, and I'll be okay.
I like yours, but I do feel like it played out like mine last year a little bit. But I think you're a champion. I think it's going to be very rare what happened to me last year is going to happen every year, like where 3 of your national championship contenders don't make it to the playoffs.
Yeah.
But all right, Adam, what you think of your team?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. This is my list right here of what the picks were. So I didn't keep track of names. I just was marking teams off I can't pick as they went. So I'm not 100% sure what everybody has. I feel like I have some conference champs in there. Whether they win playoff games or bowl games is a different story. But I feel Texas Tech has a strong chance to win the conference championship. UNLV, Texas, the SEC could win. I got Ohio State. They have a chance to win the Big Ten. So I think if I win, it's going to be based more on conference championships and not national championships, multiple conference championships if I win.
I don't like being this confident because I feel pretty good. I think personally, or UJ in Oregon, this is going to be clippable. I'm doing this for the show. Let's say that. Because if I'm wrong, it's going to be funny to clip next year. I think in UGA and Oregon, I have 2 guaranteed playoff teams. I don't think that's a question in my opinion. So now it's a question on whether I can get some wins with those 2 teams because they don't win in the playoffs. But I like my team. I think I got 2 Big 12 champion contenders, so I think I can get a Big 12 title out of those 2, and I think the USC one could be real sneaky. So. Man, that was fun, guys. This is my favorite show we do every year. And sorry to get to our wonderful, sweet lady Caitlin for not taking the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets.
She's been over here telling me to take Georgia Southern all night.
No, I haven't.
A rare appearance.
Oh, no.
Sorry. She said Hell Southern, but only because we were talking about Willie Fritz. That's when she said it.
Oh, yeah.
Take Georgia Southern.
Yeah.
Before we leave,
yeah,
I feel like we cannot leave this show without bringing up a very hot name right now. Jamarlee Riddle.
All right, guys. Y'all have a great night.
Are we not going to talk about this?
You suck. At the 1 hour mark.
Are we not going to talk about this?
You suck. I don't even know who that is.
Quick closing comment. I don't need to say anything about it. Just give us a quick closing comment.
Georgia safety Jamarlee Riddle was arrested this past week after being clocked at 95 miles an hour on I-95, leading to 2 felony counts of drug possession. What is going on at Georgia?
No, honestly, I don't know. It's getting very tiresome. I don't participate in the Georgia fans going back and forth with other people getting because honestly I'm frustrated.
Look, I'm joking about it, but it is kind of comical at this point. Like it's like and I-95 is not in Athens. You know, there's been jokes of Athens cops. That's not Athens. So
yeah, it's not Athens.
No, I-95 is on the East Coast, runs through Savannah.
Yeah.
It's very frustrating. Yeah, talking dogs need to explain. I'm very frustrated about it. It's very frustrating and annoying. When I seen it, I just kind of at the point now, I just roll my eyes like, here we go. I don't understand it.
I brought it up as a joke, but in all seriousness, it is.
No, it's frustrating. It's so frustrating. It's so, especially when they do it in Athens. All three of us have been to Athens. You should not, under any circumstances, be driving like that in Athens. You can. That is extremely dangerous.
It's hilly and curvy. That's all.
It's wild that you're driving like that.
It's too easy to get a Lyft and Uber now with the money they're making on NIL.
Yeah.
But they don't have Uber money though. They got Dodge Charger money.
Yeah,
exactly. That's why they need to get an Uber or Lyft.
Yeah, but no, I had to bring that up as a joke. But
yeah, I got your shots in. All right. Much love to Adam for joining us on short notice. We hope Pops is.
Thank you for having me.
Yep, we hope Pops is good. He is. He's fine, but he had to move something last minute, so he couldn't join us. Next week, quarterback draft with our guy Jamal. That's going to be fun too. So yeah, we'll continue the draft series. We'll do a quarterback draft, and then we're probably going to do 2 more after that, but we haven't figured out which one. Austin don't want to participate in a non-Heisman one because he's lame. But our non-quarterback Heisman draft. Anyway, have a great night, everybody. We'll see you next Thursday.